Beware. Beware. This is a warning. The Grim Reaper of radio, Bob Romanik, with his off-the-record show is about to air. He's probably the nastiest and craziest son of a bitch that you've ever had the misfortune to encounter. The Grim Reaper show will be very controversial and probably quite tasteless. If you are even slightly offended by controversial matter concerning religion, racial matters, politics, or life's problems, you are hereby warned to turn this program off immediately. The Grim Reaper show will be, like his face, very scary and very ugly. At this time, not proudly, but shamefully presents to you Bob Romanik, the craziest son of a bitch on the radio today.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ, 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ, 1430 AM, Insane Broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, Radical Radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. Good Monday morning, everybody. Had a great weekend, had a lot of parades, a lot of picnics. You know, that's the only bad thing about running for office. I like to get out and talk to people because I like to talk to people, not because you have to talk to people. We were at a parade on Saturday in Cahokia, and we want to salute all our brave firefighters all throughout this country, because they're one of the couple groups, policemen, firemen, all the first responders, that never get the accolades that they deserve. The only time we like them, the only time we remember them, the only time we give a damn about them is when they're doing something for us, usually helping save a family member or saving property. But they had the firemen's picnic in Cahokia, and I want to thank you guys for letting us participate. But you get these politicians, they always got to go. You never see these son of a bitches nowhere. But now all of a sudden it's election year. And guess what? They're like roaches out there. Me included. But see, I'd be in the parade for the radio station. I'd be in the parade if anybody asked me, because I'm honored and privileged to participate in these parades. But these ass-white politicians, and you guys know it, they sit there and they smile, they wave. They give a damn less about you people. You know it, I know it, and they know it. But we were in Cahokia, and guess what? Guess who was out there? Bob Sprague, Patty Sprague, John Red on the Noodle like a pecker on the poodle, Barra Civic was out there. Mark Sweet Cakes Kern was out there. And I got to come back to Bob. I'd rather piss in my pants than piss in a urinal, Sprague. Sprague, I still want to know, do you get drunk? I'm asking, don't know. Do you get drunk, pass out, and piss in your drawers? Somebody said, well, I can't tell you what somebody said, but one of these days I will, because, see, these people, if we ever get to depose these rotten bastards under oath, you're going to find out there's a lot of crap going on that you would never, ever believe. See, I've witnessed it. I've been part of it years back. I know what the hell's going on, and it's not pretty. I'd compare it to the mafia again, but then I would have to apologize to the mafia. They're not as bad and politically as corrupt as these rotten bastards in St. Clair County, the St. Clair County culture of corruption, the St. Clair County Democratic Central Committee, my ass. But anyway, Patty Sprague, old roly-poly Patty, she was actually out there walking. She ain't been down to Cahokia except for the meetings where Bob Sprague on Monday or Tuesday nights, he's the city attorney for Cahokia. He's making $200,000-$300,000 a year off the backs of the hardworking people in Cahokia, and remember that. But this is the same Bob Sprague, Garrett Harner, who makes $400,000 or $500,000 as the attorney for East St. Louis School District 189 School District. These guys are fighting defending Monsanto, defending Cero, Copper, and Brass, trying to keep money out of the sick people's hands below the hill in East St. Louis, Centerville, Washington Park, Allerton, Cahokia, that have been poisoned by all those fumes and all that toxic waste coming out of Sauget, Illinois. They tell you on one hand, they're for the blacks. They're for the blacks as long as you're voting for those sleazy, greasy, no-good son of a bitches. How the hell can they be so hypocritical? And more than that, how can you good people in East St. Louis be so stupid? And Cahokia, and Allerton, and Washington Park, and Centerville, and all below the hill. These guys take your money. They're the attorneys for the cities, for the school districts, and then they fight to keep your families who are dying of cancer. They're fighting to keep that money out of your family's hands for medical treatment so they can live a little bit better life for the little life that they've got left. And you people in East St. Louis, you're going to put up with that crap? If you do, then I got to tell you, people in Cahokia, people in Centerville, Washington Park, then you deserve everything you get. And be pissed at me because I don't give a damn. How the hell can these bastards be so egregious? How can they take your votes, take your money as attorneys on one hand, and then fight on the other hand to take the money out of your family's hands that are dying of cancer? And I'm not being melodramatic. That's factual. Sprague, Harner are representing Monsanto and Cero, Copper in these cases against the good people of East St. Louis, Centerville, Allerton, Cahokia that have allegedly been exposed to cancerous materials, who have cancer, who are dying day in and day out, and they're trying to take, and it's not even their money, people. It's the insurance company's money. But Sprague and Garrett Harner, Bob, I'd rather piss in my pants than piss in the urinal Sprague and Garrett Harner. These two guys are taking it from both ends. And I'd like to give it to them in both ends, if you know what I mean. And I kind of think that you do. These rotten bastards, how egregious can two sleazy, greasy son of a bitches be? You people below the hill, you understand what you're getting. You're getting a double case of screwing. They're taking your money, then they're stopping your families. The families that have people sick that are dying from cancer. And Sprague is defending Monsanto, who's trying not to give you guys a penny. Garrett Harner is defending Monsanto and Cero, Copper, who are fighting not to give the sick families below the hill a penny, who are suffering and dying of cancer. Now, you people in East St. Louis, you're not stupid. You're not stupid unless you let this crap continue to go on and go on. This crap's been going on for 50 years. 50 years, people, it's been going on, and you've let it. Now, you know we're running against these son of a bitches. I don't give a damn if I win or lose. I hope you're smart enough to get rid of the democratic culture of corruption, though. I hope you're smart enough to get rid of Kern, to get rid of Barra-Civic. These guys that promise you everything. They got a float in Cahokia that says, working for the working man. My ass. What the hell's wrong with these people? How can they put that sign up there? You guys aren't any better today than you were 6, 8, 20 years ago with this democratic rule. And it's not really democratic rule because there's a lot of great Democrats out there. I don't want to put them all in a bad light. It's the Democratic organization, just like the Republican organization, both ass wipes. We don't need organizations to go out and vote, to go out and practice democracy, to go out and take care of the situation that our brave military fought and died to give us the right to live in a great country and vote our elected officials in and out. We don't need an organization. You don't have to be a Democrat. You don't have to be a Republican. The St. Clair County Freedom Coalition was right on when we say, vote the person, not the party. I don't give a damn what party you're from. Give a damn less what party you're from. We give a damn about what you're going to do for the people, what you're going to do for the community, what you're going to do for this country to make it better. And it's going to take a lot of hard work because these son of a bitches have drug us down so far. I don't actually know if we're ever going to get up to the point that we once were as the greatest country on earth. These politicians, they just take and take and take. But in Cahokia, what a great time. We want to again thank everybody. Patty Sprague, they tell me now, I don't know, but they tell me that there's a warrant out for your arrest. An alleged warrant, of course. I don't know. Because they said you were walking the streets of Cahokia on Saturday, and there is a load limit. There is a weight limit on the streets of Cahokia, and you violated the load limit. You fat ass, no good for nothing wife of that other no good for nothing son of a bitch, that greasy bastard. So I don't know, Patty. I don't know if you were overloaded. You look like you were overloaded. I would call you a weeble, one of those weebles, but then I'd have to apologize to the weebles. Boy, she's waddling along, smiling. She gives a damn, like she lives in $1.5 million house up in the Orchards. Not even in Belleville. Hell, they wanted to get away from the community, the Belleville community. There's too many blacks moving in. And the poor white trash, they don't want to be around that. They want to be around the elite, because Bob Sprague's elite. That son of a bitch wouldn't make a pimple on a good attorney's ass. He uses his position as a chairman of the St. Clair County Democratic Central Committee to get all these jobs. And we're working on it. And some of you people may not understand. Every law firm that comes into town with a big lawsuit, the vast majority have to have local counsel, they call it, somebody that knows the lay of the land. Bob Sprague makes a fortune because they all go to him, because they know what kind of control he has over the 20th Judicial Circuit in this great state of Illinois. And it shouldn't happen that way. That's the worst kept secret in the 20th Judicial Circuit. Everybody, if they didn't think they'd get in trouble, will tell you, Bob Sprague controls the courts. Bob allegedly controls the courts, of course. You no good greasy bastard. And speaking of Bob, I'd rather piss in my pants than piss in the toilet, Sprague. They were going to have to call out the hazmat team in Cahokia. I thought it was going to get serious. And I said, what's going on? They said there's a big greasy oil spill in the middle of the street where the parade's at. And I thought, man, this could be serious. And I looked. It wasn't an oil spill. It wasn't a greasy, sleazy oil spill. Bob Sprague had fell down. The stupid son of a bitch, the old bastard fell down. He was laying in the street, and they thought it was a greasy, sleazy oil spill. And I would apologize to the greasy, sleazy oil spill, but I don't think they're listening. This greasy son of a bitch, and you got Barra Civic. What an idiot. He's walking down the street, I swear to you. He was right behind us, and every time we stopped, people would come out and shake my hand, and I'd get out of the car because I love the people in Cahokia. They're great people. He never cracked a smile. He had a sign for CJ Barra Civic, had a ball hat on. I think he didn't want anybody to know who he was. But somebody, won't mention who, good-looking guy, close to me, very intelligent guy, close to me, was dropping out the postcards with all their pictures with Kern in his bikini and Barra Civic and Sprague and the pins. And these ignorant, stupid son of a bitches, I saw him picking them all up. And I thought, what a great time. A person walked by me in the parade, said, "You're crazy, Romanik." And I said, "Thank you for the compliment. And let me tell you, no good rotten bastards, and I mean this, and this is personal. I don't give a damn about me winning in the election. It's not about winning for me. It's about destroying. And you people can say, Romanik, you're wrong, and I don't give a damn. You hear me? You mistake me for somebody that gives a damn in this world, and Bob Romanik does not. These rotten bastards came after my son day in and day out because they couldn't get me. They come after my son. You understand me? My son's no longer here. So you rotten bastards, come and get me. And so for you people that think that I go overboard, you people that don't like me for coming after him, you can kiss my ass. Because if it was your son, you'd give the same damn treatment. So you rotten bastards, Sprague, Kern, Barra Civic, you bastards better put a bullet, and I don't mean a political bullet, in my head, because that's the only way you're going to get me stopped from exposing you. The only way you're going to stop me from dragging your asses down. You no good pieces of crap, and I don't give a damn. And you think if I do, come try me. You greasy, sleazy son of a bitches. Never once have I come after a family member who didn't get up in the ring and become a politician. My son was on the sideline, and these stupid, no-good, rotten bastards had to screw with him because they weren't man enough to screw with me. Now come get me. I'm the only one left, you rotten bastards. So if you people think I'm out of line, don't listen, don't like me. I don't care. If it was your family, you'd feel the same way. And these bastards have done that to your families. Maybe not as egregious as they've done to mine. They don't give a damn about you. I've been in meetings where they laugh. They laugh and say, these stupid son of a bitches below the hill, these stupid bastards in Belleville, and you guys take it. And I challenge any of them son of a bitches not to say they didn't in meetings years past. They think they're the elite. They think they're just the greatest thing. They sit there in a room, Sprague, Stone, Vera Civic, Kern, Eckert. They pat themselves on the back. They really think they're something. But I tell you, I've exposed these rotten bastard politicians, and they don't like the exposure. You know that. But when I embarrass them personally, they don't know what to do. Nobody's ever come after them like I have. And nobody probably ever will because, see, most people give a damn. Most people give a damn what happened. At this point in my life, I don't give a damn. Come shoot me, come run over me, come do whatever you got to do, you rotten bastards. But you better hope that you ain't close enough to me and see you son of bitches will send somebody else. But that's okay, because if you get close enough to me, I'm grabbing you all by the ankles, you rotten bastards, and I'm pulling you right down with me. Because maybe the county, this country doesn't need somebody like me. I don't deserve to be here. But if I don't, you son of a bitches, you're as bad as I am. And I'll take you bastards with me. I mean, politically, of course. But people, you have to understand this is a nasty game. This politics is nasty. And you're the ones been suffering for the last 30, 40, 50 years. I think it's going to be the perfect storm come this election. People understand. They tell me, I had a guy tell me, Romanik, you're nuts. I said, thank you. He said, but I'm voting for you because you ain't half as bad. I liked what he said. I wasn't half as bad as those son of a bitches in, and I took that as a compliment. Hell, I'm probably not quite as bad as them, but I promise you one thing. I won't take a salary. I won't steal your money. I won't let anybody else steal your money. Now, I may go about it the wrong way. You may not like the way I dress, the way I look, the way I talk, but I guarantee you'll like what I do because I'm tired of these big shot rotten bastards. And I don't want, all you big shots out there, you guys that think you're better than all of us, I don't want your vote. Please don't give me your vote. Come out against me because I'm not a hypocrite. I don't want to be for any of you son of a bitches, and I don't want you to be for me. I want the normal, everyday, ordinary, hardworking people, men, women, black, white, Democrats, Republicans, independents. That's who I want liking me, supporting me. But when it's all over, people, we can sit back, and these politicians are going to hope that we're going to be apathetic. They're going to hope that we're going to sit there and not come to the election, not come to the polls on election day, because they want you to think that your vote doesn't make a difference. But your vote does make a difference. It'll always make a difference. We got to get rid of these asswipes. Anybody feel the same or different? Give me a call. This is America's Voice of Freedom. We are definitely the Patriots. You can call toll-free 1-888-394-1430. On the east side, 394-1190. And for you asswipe politicians, what a great day Sunday. Every time we stopped, Vera Civic was behind me. This no-good, sawed-off son of a bitch would turn around. And he didn't give a damn about looking at me or not. But he didn't want me to flip him off. He didn't want me to cuss him out. And that's about all those son of bitches good for, is to flip them off and cuss them out. What a damn shame these rotten bastards have to exist. Politically, of course. People, think about it, understand. I'm going to take care of what little housekeeping. We're going to come back. I'm going to be politically incorrect because I'm going to talk about Muhammad Ali. And it ain't that he's black, or if he was white, I'd say the same. This is not a racial statement. This is a statement for all the hardworking people. And we have a politician, we have an athlete who gets accolades all over the place, and for what reason, I don't know. And we're going to talk about it, and I'm going to piss some people off, and people join in and get pissed off at me if you want, because I don't care. You understand? Oakville Tourism, their Heritage Days Festival coming up this Saturday and Sunday, June the 11th and 12th. It's going to be held in Oakville Heritage House Historic District, and have a great time. If you have any questions or concerns, you can contact Jackie at 618-243-5694. Don't forget, you can pick me up on iTunes. Type in Bob Romanik and or the Grim Reaper of Radio. You can go to our streaming site, insanebroadcasting.com, one word, common spelling, for the best in all three of our great stations. You can listen to my repeat performance every day, Monday through Friday at 4 o'clock p.m. And now, broadcasting from the graveyard to the graveyard shift every night at the stroke of midnight. Please like us on Facebook, KQQZ 1190 AM or KZQZ 1430 AM. Go to my Facebook page, Fans of the Grim Reaper, and don't forget the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition on Facebook, because you'll get all the true stories. You'll get the rest of the story at the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition on Facebook. You'll get stories, you'll get pictures. I think you'll really enjoy it. On this date, June the 6th, 1664, the city of New Amsterdam was renamed New York City. On this date, June the 6th, 1833, Andrew Jackson became the first president to ride a train. Unlike some of our politicians who pull a train, if you know what I mean, and I think you do. On this date, June the 4th, 1844, the Young Men's Christian Association, the YMCA, was founded in London. And I know, Mark Sweetcakes Kern, you love that Young Men's Christian Association, if you know what I mean. And I think you do. On this date, June the 6th, 1850, Levi Strauss made his first blue jeans. On this date, June the 6th, 1925, Walter Percy Chrysler founded the Chrysler Corporation. On this date, June the 6th, 1933, the first motion picture drive-in theater opened in Camden, New Jersey. On this date, June the 6th, 1934, the Security and Exchange Commission, the SEC, was established by Congress. On this date, June the 6th, 1936, the first helicopter was tested in Berlin, Germany. On this date, a great date, June the 6th, 1944, the D-Day invasion of Europe took place during World War II as 150,000 Allied expeditionary troops stormed the beaches of Normandy, France. On this date, June the 6th, 1946, the National Basketball Association was formed. On this date, June the 6th, 2005, the United States Supreme Court upheld a federal law banning marijuana, including medical marijuana. Now, see, people, you see how these politicians, 10, 11 years ago, they banned marijuana, made it a crime, put a lot of people in jail. Now, all of a sudden, these asswipe bastards, these asswipe son of a bitch and no good son of a bitch and bastards say, hey, it's okay. It ain't illegal anymore. It's not illegal because they need the money because they've stolen all the money from all of us. That's what happened on this date, June the 6th, throughout all these years in our world's history. Don't forget our good people in Millstadt. They're still trying to get funds, donations for their water tower. They need to get some sandblasting, lead paint removal, and paint the old water tower in Millstadt. It's a historic monument, so if you guys would like to help out any way, shape, or form, you can contact Keller Timmer at 618-520-3623. I want to thank Nick. He's got a gun. We're going to raffle off a Colt gun. He's a veteran, great guy, 62 years old, always wanted to give back. So he's given us a gun, and we're going to raffle it off and give it to a veterans group. And speaking of that, all you veterans groups, give us a call. We've got this truck that Kevin Taylor, a great man, works for Waste Management, doesn't have a lot of money, but it's a nice red truck that's in front of the radio station, and we'd like to give it to a needy veteran on the 4th of July. And we've got 8 or 10 organizations that have given us the name of a needy veteran. So if you guys, anybody in the listening area, call us with the name of a needy veteran, and we think you guys will know who it would be, and we're going to have a drawing and just give it to somebody. It's a nice truck, and I'm sure there's a lot of needy veterans out there, and we want to again salute them. But you guys give us a call at the radio station, because we want to give this truck away, and we're going to raffle off this gun for the veterans. And again, Nick, thank you very much. You're a great guy, and I don't know why more people can't be that way, but got another letter from Jerry. Says friend has prostate cancer, went to the hospital for chemo. Said some son of a bitch hopped in and stole their truck. That's how safe it is in Belleville. And Jerry, thank you very much. Right in front of Memorial Hospital main entrance. He said, I'm fed up with this wild ride of crime in this county. We need authority to change this county. I hope the election will change it. And Jerry, you're right. It's not good in Belleville. It's not good in St. Clair County. It's not good in this country. Also, want to salute everybody in Clinton County. They had a great 125-year anniversary celebration in Albers, a great celebration. We went out there, but an emergency came up and we couldn't participate. But they had right at 200 cars in the parade, biggest parade I've ever seen. And I want to tell everybody, thank you guys for being our friend. The ex-county chairman, Ray Kluckner, and his family was there. They've always, him and the people of Clinton County's always treated us great. And we want to thank you guys. And you guys be proud in the Albers area for a great event that you guys put on. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting at its finest. America's bi-state voice of freedom. Radical Radio, and we are, as always, proud to be the Patriot. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, Radical Radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. I go through the Post-Dispatch. Sometime I read the Belleville Slimocrat just to see what kind of crap they're putting out. I thought I was full of crap. These son of a bitches. And they're supposed to be a mainstream radio station. I'm just a crazy, ignorant son of a bitch who commandeered the airwaves. And it don't cost you nothing to listen to me. But on page 6, Memphis officer struck and killed after 3 were shot. On page 6, people. Page 6, bottom fold. You don't hear about that on the news. No. Hell, that's just a policeman who tried to protect us and lost his damn life. Wasn't worth much. Let's go to page 6. Let's don't have anything on the news. Now I'm starting here. And please don't take it, and I know my enemies will, as a racial thing, because it's not a racial thing. Not a racial thing at all. It's a respect thing. Because where I'm going ain't going to be pretty. Is not going to be pretty. And it could be Muhammad Ali. I want to float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Muhammad Ali. Or it could be anybody else. A white athlete, a black athlete, a Mexican athlete, a transgender athlete like Bruce, the idiot, whatever, Jenner. What an idiot he is. They had to take those middles and shove it up his ass. Now, he'd probably like that, so never mind. We won't do that. But here, people, I'm tired. They say in Louisville, Kentucky, they're going to fly the flag at half staff. And please, this is not, if it was a white guy, I'd be all over this. I wouldn't give a damn what color you are. One thing he wasn't was red, white, and blue. And I don't care who thinks any different. You remember Cassius Clay, don't you? The Cassius Clay that faced a prison term because he refused to fight like the rest of our brave military heroes? You remember Cassius Clay? Then he became Muhammad Ali. And some asswipe in the news media today, one of the TV stations, I think MSNBC, what a liberal piece of crap they are, said that he was beloved by everybody in this great country, and he was a Muslim. He wasn't beloved by me, not because he was a Muslim, not because he was black, because he was nothing more than an athlete. They're going to fly a flag at half-staff for Muhammad Ali. Fly like a butterfly, or I can't get this crap right. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Muhammad Ali. Now I got to ask, and it's not racial, people. It is not, I swear on everything dear to me, this is not racial. It's a matter of principle. Nothing to do with race. It's principle. Why the hell should there be a flag flown at half-staff for Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay, when there's not a flag flown at half-staff every day in this great country? I tell you people, they better hope I don't get elected state representative, because they're going to see the craziest crap they've ever seen in Springfield. I'll have legislation that the flag will fly. If it flies for a politician at half-staff, if it flies for a athlete at half-staff, it'll fly every day at half-staff, because there's always a hero in our family, in our country, that dies every day, that goes unnoticed. Every veteran, there's a veteran that dies every day. They go unnoticed. There's a family member, my family member, your family member, that were our heroes that die every day, that go unnoticed. The flags don't fly at half-staff for all these heroes, and I'll be damned why it should fly at half-staff for an athlete, for a politician. Why do they name a street after a politician, an asswipe son of a bitch who's done nothing? They'll name crap after Stan Musial. They'll name crap after Muhammad Ali. They'll name crap after any white or black athlete before they'll name a street or a bridge or a building after a true hero. I'm tired of that crap. I'll present legislation. There won't be a politician's name on any damn building unless they want to pay for the son of a bitch. That's our money, people, taxpayers' money. Let my father, who was my hero, let your father or mother, who were your heroes, your children, who are your heroes, let the buildings, let the bridges, let the streets be named after them, not after these asswipe bastards. And I got to say, these son of a bitches have a talent. We all have a talent. The guy who goes out and tries to get money for cancer, he's got a talent. He's a hero. He's probably lucky to make a living. But here's a guy, because he can beat the hell out of somebody, and he's making millions of dollars. Cassius Clay, I'm talking about the white boxers too. I'm talking about the white and black athletes. I don't care, and they can all be pissed at me. These bastards make a fortune. And then we idolize them. We idolize them because they can beat the hell out of somebody. An idiot can beat the hell out of somebody. Or they can tackle somebody and give him a concussion on the ball field, on the football field. Or they just so happen to have enough strength that they can hit a home run. And we're going to name a street. And I like Stan Musial. We named the bridge after Stan Musial. We named the bridge after Stan Musial before the veterans. Now, I know they say to Stan Musial, and I fought for it here in Illinois. You people remember that. I got the state to come down and say they wanted to name it the Veterans Bridge. But then the federal government said, oh, no, we control that money. That's our money, federal government. It's not yours. So they compromised. Stan Musial Veterans Bridge. It's always the Stan Span. Every time you hear it anywhere, I told you that's what it'd be, and that's what it is. But for them in Louisville, Kentucky, or anywhere, to fly the flag at half-staff for Muhammad Ali, to fly the flag at half-staff for any white boxer, to fly the flag at half-staff for any white or black athlete, they got their recognition when they drove in and bought a $100,000 Cadillac that most people can't afford a $100,000 house. That's the tribute that's paid to an athlete when they make millions of dollars a year for playing a sport. And I don't begrudge them for that. But that's the honor that they should have, the only honor. Because of their talent, they make money. But to fly a flag at half staff because Muhammad Ali or any boxer, any ball player, football, basketball, hockey, white, black, men or women, don't care. They have days of mourning. This crap has been in the paper and on the news all weekend about Cassius Clay. What the hell's wrong with us in this great country? What the hell are we thinking? All weekend, Cassius Clay, I don't care if it was a white boxer, a white ball player. All weekend. When your family members died in the past, the only recognition you're going to get is if you pay $300 to put it in the obituary part of the paper. $300, people, that's what it cost me. I know that's what it cost you. That's the only recognition that our family heroes ever get. And these ass-white bastard politicians and ball players and athletes, not only do they live better than us, and I don't begrudge them for that, because this is a capitalistic society. You get what you're worth, and if people think ball players are worth $10 million a year, that's the way it is. But don't think you're going to trump my family or your family or everybody out there's family, that you're more important than we are, that you're better than we are. 3 days, people. And Muhammad Ali refused to go in the draft. And then this asswipe, stupid son of a bitch, President George W. Bush, and he's a Republican because I come after the Republicans too, give Muhammad Ali the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2005 in the East Room of the White House. How disrespectful is that? Somebody that dodged the draft when our brave military young men went to Vietnam and died. And they're going to honor Muhammad Ali? I'll bet you for everyone that died in Vietnam, everyone died in World War I, II, Korean War, the Iran conflict, Afghanistan, all these conflicts, I'll bet you they're not going to have a day honored for them. Oh, there's one big day, Memorial Day. Let's remember that. But even on that day, these ass-white politicians who were in Springfield, Madigan had them in Springfield because they don't give a damn. But see, Muhammad Ali, and I got to say this, part of the reason is because he's black. They wanted to be politically correct. And I say you take that politically correct crap and shove it up your ass because I'm not politically correct and I think it's wrong. Not only Muhammad Ali, he got banned from boxing for life. He went back in boxing. And again, I don't want to make it a black-white thing. Here's Pete Rose, got banned for life, and he's still banned because it's really not politically correct for a white guy. The black guy's okay. And I don't blame the black community. Hell, if I was black, I'd want everything I could get, just like I'm white, and I want everything I can get. I want to work for it, and the proud black community, they want to work for it. But this politically correct crap, that's the best thing I like about Trump. He doesn't give a damn what he says, and he doesn't back down, and I don't back down. I say what I say because that's what I mean. Now, I can be a hypocrite, but I'm not going to be. And if you don't like me for it, just don't. You don't want to vote for me because of it, don't. But I just thought all weekend on every station about Muhammad Ali. And I got to say, he was sick, and I feel for him and his family, and my condolences sincerely go out to him and his family because they lost their hero. He was their hero. He wasn't mine. But my condolences go out because I know we've all lost family members, and we all hurt. And I know Cassius Clay's family members, I know they're hurting right now. And I really feel sorry for them. But for everybody to make such a big deal of a boxer because he beat the hell out of people. And I got to say this, and this is not politically correct. He ended up where he's at because of his time in the ring. They beat the hell out of his head. His brain was screwed up, but he made millions of dollars. He knew what he was getting into. And I feel sorry for his sickness. But when you get your brain battered and you batter other people's brains, that's what you're going to get. Nobody pushed him into that ring. Nobody said you got to fight. That's what he wanted to do. But all you people, black and white, you know me well enough. It's not racial. But 3 days, a whole weekend, flag going to be lowered. Your family members, my family members have died. And this guy, because he beat the hell out of people, beat the crap out of people, what makes him a hero? What makes, I talk about Pete Rose, what makes him a hero? What makes Stan Musial a hero? They got paid, people, for what they did, what they performed. The guys in the steel factories, the guys in the coal mines, all the truckers driving the streets, bringing our produce, bringing our goods to us. They're heroes. They never get acknowledged, and they don't make enough money to barely make a living. At least these ball players live good. They live large. But it just really, really pisses me off when they're going to honor someone all weekend, black, white, man or woman, who's done nothing more but beat the hell out of people. He's not a hero. He's not someone to look up to. And then for a president to give him the Presidential Medal of Freedom, well, I'm sure he didn't fight for freedom. He wasn't in Vietnam fighting for freedom. Let's give that medal to everybody that fought in Vietnam. Let's give another medal and a salute to everybody that died. See, nobody pays accolades, and it pisses me off. Nobody pays accolades every day to the military, but I do. Nobody but me to the first responders, the policemen, the firemen, because I know what they're about. But some man beats the hell out of people, makes millions of dollars, gets the hell beat out of him, gets a disease because of it, refuses to go into the draft. He was a separatist. He didn't want to be around white people. You see, that's his prerogative. He didn't have to be around white people. If white people don't want to be around black people, that's their prerogative. Muhammad Ali was a separatist, and he's being honored because he was a separatist, because he was actually a thug in the ring, and because he was a draft dodger. He's honored all week. An American flag's going to fly at half staff, and he got the Presidential Medal of Honor. Now, maybe it's me, people. Maybe it's me, but if it is, I want to be a crazy son of a bitch of one, because I can't be a hypocrite. It's not right, and it's not a black thing. If it was a white man, 74 years old, that dodged the draft, I'd be all over his white cracker ass, because I don't care. It's wrong. It's wrong when we put these bastards up on a pedestal. We put these politicians up on a pedestal. When a politician dies, these ass-white bastards have a big 5 million car funeral, tie up all the police services, the fire services, name a bridge after him, fly the flag at half staff. For what reason? Because he was a sleazy, greasy son of a bitch? When are we going to take this country back over, people? When are we going to let everyone know that the majority rules? The majority of Americans are in prison, either a political prison or a financial prison. But we're in prison, and we're the majority. Not in America, people. Not in America. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and a pissed off son of a bitch and Grim Reaper, but I'm a proud American, I'm a patriot, and I'm tired. Let's all become patriots, people. We're tired of this crap. Insane broadcasting, and you are listening to the all-new KQQZ, 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ, 1430 AM, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio at its finest. And we are, as always, proud, very, very, very proud, you hear me, proud to be the Patriot. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ, 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ, 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio at its finest. And we are, as always, proud to be the Patriot. Muhammad Ali. Flow like a butterfly, sting like a bee. He said Ali was spun by the American when he joined the black Muslim, and I don't much care for the black Muslims anyway, and that's my opinion. I love black people. I like being around proud blacks. But some of these splinter groups, these very, very liberal, black and white groups, don't want to be around the Ku Klux Klan either. And I'm a white guy. Don't want to be around, don't agree with anything they say. But when he dodged the draft in the height of the Vietnam War, Ali, in quotes, I ain't got no quarrel with them Viet Cong, and lost 3.5 years from the prime of his career. I tell you what, he sure partake in all the benefits of being free in this great country. He doesn't have a problem with Viet Cong, so we let our brave military heroes, black and white, die in Vietnam so he can make a fortune. And he said, I ain't got no quarrel with them Viet Cong. And he said he lost 3.5 years from the prime of his career. He's worried about money, worried about his career. He ought to be thankful, Those vets died to give him the freedoms and the opportunity to make a fortune. It just pisses me off. Ed Cockrell just stopped in. Hey, Ed, I know, let people, he just walked in. He's not part of my craziness, so don't hold it against Ed Cockrell. Ed, how the hell you doing, buddy?
Doing good, Bob. Thanks. I just wanted to stop in and say hi and thank everybody in Belleville and Cahokia for their hospitality and their reception in the parades.
Yeah, the
had
Shrine
a great turnout.
Yeah.
Great. And Bob, a guy come up to me the other day, and he goes, Ed, I want to tell you and everybody else that's listening, you can never go wrong by doing the right thing. And I think that's what we're doing. We're out there giving people a choice. We're out there telling them we're tired of the culture of corruption, and it's time to move on.
Yeah, well, it's going to be time. And again, we do want to salute all the Shriners, not so much for letting us in the parade, because you guys, you had us in the rear. You had us in the rear, and that's okay, because I still love you because what you do for our children. So we want to salute the Shriners. I know they had a successful weekend with their circus. What a great parade, 2.5, 3 hour parade. The Shriners always put on a great parade, as did the firemen in Cahokia. So we want to thank both you guys. We're going to be out this summer, Ed, all throughout these parades, meeting people. But you were there Sunday. Wasn't it something? I've never seen Bob Sprague in a parade in my life. Have you?
You mean Saturday down
Saturday at Cahokia.
Well, that ought to speak volumes, Bob, about how desperate they are. And how he represents them, and very well from a legal standpoint, and how many millions it's cost him so far.
Democrats working for the working people. Yeah. Can you believe that? I mean, they ought to be sued for lying.
No, I think their float said working for families. Well, if you look, a lot of the families were some of the politicians' families out there working and walking.
Well, sure.
And that's okay. They've got a right to do whatever they want, but.
I seen big head Frank Bergman out there. Well, that guy's got a bigger head. And people, Ed, I was right in front of Bear Civic and those guys, and somebody was throwing their all those flyers out that had their pictures in the bikinis and but anyway, people were actually booing Bear Civic. They were booing Patty and Bob Sprague. They were booing Mark Sweetcakes Kern. Kern ain't never walked the streets of Cahokia, ain't never drove down like I have, you have, and everybody, the decent people in Cahokia to have lunch. He's like the president, but he came down because they're so worried, people, because we've exposed these rotten bastards, and it ain't going to be pretty in November. It's going to be ugly like the presidential election.
They're only down there at election time, Bob. That's the only time they really care. But, somebody said one of those flyers that I don't know who put it there. The guy picked it up, tried to get Mark Kern's autograph on it, and he wouldn't do it for him.
Yeah, that was a flyer that Kern's in his little bikini pants and got his thigh highs on, and I don't know, but the guy that was throwing those around was a very, very good-looking, very intelligent guy. I won't give you his name. I won't give you his name, but his initials are Bob Romanik. I did it, and you son of a bitches, I do it again. You no-count, rotten pieces of crap. But, Ed, this is going to be a nasty election because you know what? You're going to smell like crap. You're going to smell like garbage when you're trying to dispose of the garbage. And that's what the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition is going to try to do.
We're just going to take them on, Bob. By the way, we'll be in the Marissa Cole Festival Parade Saturday afternoon beginning at 4 o'clock. Come on down. Come on out. You know, we got shirts for you to wear. We've got bumper stickers. We've got candy. We've got whatever you need.
Hey, I tell you what, we'll be down at radio station, all the candidates, and I hope the Democratic candidates come down, and I think they will. You people will see more of the Democratic candidates than you have in 50 years because this is the biggest fight they've ever had on their hands, and they could go down, people, and if they go down, the vast majority of the good people of St. Clair County, men, women, Democrats, Republicans, black and white, we go up. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of Radio, and you've been listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, insane broadcasting at its finest, America's bi-state voice of freedom, Radical Radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. Come on back tomorrow, same time, same place, if you got the guts. If you don't have anything else to do, I guess you can listen to me. But people, understand this, and I'll say it 1,000 times. You're listening to someone who doesn't give a damn anymore. You're listening to someone who's fed up with the way this country's being run and ruined. You're listening to someone that's going to fight the fight no matter what it takes, no matter what the outcome, no matter win, lose, or draw. I'm a winner because I'm not a quitter, and I hope you people are all winners. Don't be a quitter. Get out, vote election day. Get out and help. Help the candidates that are going to help you. Let's get rid of this culture of corruption in St. Clair County. Let's get rid of this culture of corruption in the state of Illinois, and let's get rid of this culture of corruption all throughout this great United States. And we can continue to work together, to unite as one. Majority does rule in this great country. Let's show them. Let's make our voices be heard. Let's unite. Let's continue to expose these rotten bastard political parasitical punks that we call politicians. And when it's all said and done, let's all live a better life for us, our children, our grandchildren, for future generations. And we can only do that by destroying the monster, destroying the cancer, the political monster, the political cancer. Destroy them politically, of course. Right here on the dark side.
They're coming to take me away, ha-ha. They're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha. To the funny farm where life is beautiful all the